So let's really break this down, okay? Let's just logically walk through it. What could cause such feelings? What could cause such a malaise, if you will? I honestly just think it's burnout. I really do. And I think in that burnout, I'm also sabotaging myself in different ways. Let's start with work, okay? Work right now, I'm doing 6 different security audits. 6. And what does doing mean? Doing means managing the whole process. So I take part in the security audit as well. I split it up amongst a team of 6 different people, and we reach out to different supervisors and get approvals for user access for various systems, right? That's a lot of emails. It's a lot of organization. It's a lot of follow up. There's 6 of them. Okay, the amount of emails I've sent in the last 2 months is kind of ridiculous. And then you edit all the security requests and work on that. It keeps me fairly busy. And while all that is going on, there's also a QA project. QA is quality assurance, if anyone doesn't know. And we do that twice a year, in the fall and then in the spring right now. And so that's overlapping with 6 security audits. And my day is filled. It is filled to the brim. I don't take lunch breaks. I just do my job. I mean, yay, A plus employee, woo! But it's exhausting, is what it is. It's just a lot of pings randomly interrupting what you're doing. The attention pivoting from one thing to another. It's too much, honestly. I mean, I'm handling it. Everything's fine, but if you have to edit an Excel spreadsheet like 6 different times every hour, it gets a little tedious. Tedious is a really good word for it. It's tedious work. But you do it because it puts food on the dinner table and, supplies your lifestyle. So there we are. So I'm a little swamped with that. And the breaks during my day that I normally get, go cook some food or on your lunch break, go work out, those just aren't there. They're not there right now. And so I end up working out at night after the kids go to sleep. Kids are in bed, mom's happy. Now I can go run 3 miles. Now I can go lift weights, whatever it is. And I do that, and it's a total self sabotage. It is. When I work out, I get a lot of energy back from it. So I go, exert my body. I feel great, had a great workout. Congratulations, you could be awake for the next 6 hours. You're just like, wired, okay? If I work out and then I go work on things like investment highlights or whatever it is I'm doing, right? That by itself is very exciting. It's very fun. I like coding. I like working on problems, right? And the nights that I do that have been kind of rare lately, given 6 security audits. I don't really want to stare at a computer screen. But if I've worked out, so I have all this energy back from working out, and then I'm doing something that just hypes me up, something that I don't need music or a podcast or something on in the background. It's just silent and I'm focused for hours. Okay, now it's 11, it's midnight, and now I'm going to try to go to bed. Good luck. Good luck. You're still just jazzed from the workout. There's a lot of energy in your body still, for me. And you just got done, I don't know, squashing some bug or something, right? You're still thinking in that sense. You're still working through whatever you were working on, and you're excited about the next work session you're going to have. You're like, oh, we've made so much progress on XYZ bug that you just fixed, and you can't wait to do it again the next night. Yeah, we're going to build a new feature. It's going to be so exciting. Hey, son, uh, it's midnight. You have to wake up anywhere between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. if for some reason your kids slept in and your wife was incredibly quiet. Because lately I've been a very light sleeper. Like she rolls over, I wake up. It's it is what it is, right? And the kids are gonna wake up at the crack of dawn because they have a very good sleep schedule. They're down by like 7, maybe asleep by 7:30 at the latest, right? So they're up quite early. They are the world's most natural alarm clock. So if you're getting to bed too late, you're not getting enough sleep as it is. But I just lay there awake, just lay there awake, and it's baffling because I'm not carrying around some deep guilt or anything. I'm not fomenting over like something. When when you have like a disagreement with a friend, or a bad day at work, or a bad review or something, like anything that kind of sticks with you and you just keep churning it over and over in your head. It's not that. It's not that. I'm just wide awake staring at the ceiling. Okay, so get up, go to the living room, I crack open a book. I love to read fiction before sleep. It helps me relax. It helps me unwind from the day. That's what I forgot. I didn't read my fiction. It helps me lull off to sleep. Okay. And I'm laying there on the couch reading a book. Maybe I fall asleep there. Or maybe I start to get sleepy. Hey, it's working, right? I'm reading my book, I'm getting sleepy, it's still before 1 a.m. Hey, this is good. You're gonna go to bed. Turn off the kitchen light, because I'm laying on the couch in the living room, so you have a kitchen light on over here, so it's just bright enough to read, but dark enough that, I'm not sitting in like the super bright dining room lights. I'm getting ready for bed. I'm relaxed. And I'm falling asleep on the couch, and I turn off the kitchen light, and I go to the bed, and I lay there again and stare at the ceiling. Okay. So, say I fall asleep eventually, right? That's awesome. I mean, everyone needs sleep, but the quantity and quality of the sleep isn't quite where I need it to be. Now, you just repeat this day after day after day until eventually you're where I'm at now. All day you're crunching security audits, you can't sleep at night, you're doing your exercise, you're taking care of your body, but that's kind of sabotaging yourself because the nights that I'm not working out, I can fall asleep a little easier. So it's a frustrating cycle. Let's put it that way. As the days go on, it's like what I was describing yesterday. I'm not interested in doing something entertaining. I'm not interested in working at night, like I've described in this video. Something fun that I like to do. I'm not interested in meeting up with some friends, or going out and doing some activity with my family, whom I love dearly, who are my favorite people in the whole world. I just want to lock myself in a dark room and shut down for a while. And first world problems, right? I mean, I've got running water, everything's hunky dory. I haven't been laid off. Like, everything's going great. And I'm just burnt out. That's the best possible way to describe it. Yeah. I think another thing that kind of plays into it too is the fact that there's a third kid on the way. This, I mean, I have two already, right? I know what to expect in the first 6 months of life. There's not a lot of sleep already. There's not a lot of sleep with the baby waking up all the time, and they take a lot of maintenance. That's true, but it's kind of less than you expect, in a lot of ways, because they're a potato. They don't move. That's how we call our babies. You set them down and they don't even roll yet. They're gonna be right there. But it does require a lot of attention. You have to do everything for it. Absolutely. So maybe I'm a little nervous with the third one on the way. We're talking less than a month is the due date. And yeah, I guess I'm a little nervous about that. I know that when my son was born, it was a learning curve. He was the first, and you go from no kid life to having a kid, everything changes. Everything changes. And then when you go from one to two, and everything changes again in ways that you can't predict, in ways that you have no idea it's going to change before that girl comes along. Now you got two little babies running around. And they're the light of my life. They're the best things that ever happened to me. I love them dearly. But I know when this third kid comes, there's going to be chaos. We have plans in place. We have systems that we've developed over the years. The baby will fit right into that. It's all going to go smoothly. But our life will change in ways we can't predict right now. We have no idea how things will be different once the third kid is here. And I'm always a worrywart with money. I'm always the worrywart. Always. I'm like, okay, well, we're making enough to sustain ourselves right now. We're doing okay. We're putting some money away for savings and whatnot. Yep. And then the third kid's going to be here. We'll be homeless tomorrow. Like, that's not, A, that's not how that's going to work. B, I'm pretty sure I won't be laid off soon. Fingers crossed. The next video, I totally jinxed myself. But it's, you never know what kind of costs are going to come up. I mean, God forbid any kind of car accidents happen, or the kid breaks his leg or something. He's really into climbing trees right now. It's really awesome to see. You never know what'll happen. And funny enough, I describe all this to you. I'm not laying awake at night thinking about it. It's not on my mind. I'm not worried about anything. My stress levels around family are actually pretty low, but it's like the not knowing how things will change once she arrives. The new baby's a girl. Oops, gender reveal if I haven't done that already. Um, I don't know. It definitely adds a little bit of stress that I'm not yet acknowledging in myself. And so over time, all these things just kind of compound and create that malaise that I was describing yesterday. I'm not interested in doing anything. I, I just want to rest. And that sounds so pathetic. It sounds so sad. And I'm not trying to put myself down. We should all speak positively about ourselves, have good internal monologue, positive internal monologue. But it's just frustrating. Kids go to bed. Wife and I aren't hanging out that night. I could do so many things, and I kind of just want to stare at a wall. Maybe go read that fiction book, go to bed early. So we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. Today was a very successful fast. Haven't eaten a single thing. I need to drink some salt water. Now that I mention it, haven't done any of that. Mostly just regular water. I had a cup of coffee this morning. Said yesterday I wasn't going to have caffeine. Well, I lied. Uh, but it's going well. So take a deep breath. Relax. Don't let any of this get to you, Luke. And try to go to bed early tonight. So tonight, what I'm going to do is not work out. I'm uh, I'm going to drink my water, and I'm going to get to bed as early as possible and just lay there reading until I pass out in bed before my wife even comes to bed. It's gonna be so good. All right. I'll update you again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves.